Alright, one more video. I got time. Let's see, I'm going to go with the Benchmades. I got a few of those. I'll do a Benchmade ZT thing because I don't have much of either. But first little story, I bought the 710 because I was on a submarine and it was the USS Augusta and it was SSN 710. So when I found out there was a knife, because our hull numbers, they kind of stick with us, and that was the only sub I was on, it was 710. So you know, I tend to see 710 everywhere. So when a knife came out, or it's been out for a long time, that has the same hull number as mine, I'm gonna get it. So I got the Benchmade 710. It's a great knife. I don't use it very often. I don't know why. I don't know why. But I think I always have my ultimate favorites that I'll go to, which is usually like my 561, my ZT 561, and I just don't reach for this. Some days, like, you know, I'll wear it for the day. If I use it, I use it. I'm not scared to use it. Like, my wife has used this more than I have, and she was digging up weeds and stuff, cutting the roots and everything. She apologized for getting it dirty. I'm like, that's what it's for. And put a great edge back on it, easy to sharpen. So no complaints about it. I just don't get around to using it very often. But it has the whole number of my sub, so that was a driving force behind it. But it is a great knife. One thing, since we're talking Benchmades, this is not the Rift. This is the Gonzo. So why, if I have the Contago designed by Warren Osborne, why wouldn't I get the Rift designed by Warren Osborne and not get a $25 complete knockoff robbery of Warren Osborne's design? Why wouldn't I get that? Well, because it is the G710. So also has the number of my sub, so I'm gonna get that, which real quick is why I originally got the Sanrin Mill. It's also a 710. So I think that's all my 710 knives. But yeah, if any knife model comes out and it's 710, I'm usually gonna get it. All right, so not a Benchmade. It's total ripoff. But I believe, for the most part, this knockoff is pretty true to what the original Rift is, and the Rift is designed by the same man that designed the Contago, Warren Osborne. And if you like the Contago, I love this Rift. The way the handle works with the pinky here, the rest of your fingers up here. If this is true to the Rift, which I believe it is, if you can get your hands on one of these for $30, try it out. I think you will buy a Rift. I probably won't buy the Rift just because I have enough Benchmades for now, and it doesn't like scream. It's not calling my name like, Carson, you gotta buy me. But because the 710 is what got me to buy this. But it's his excellent ergonomics, that long blade with it swept up at the end, that reverse tanto. This would be a great knife if you ended up buying the actual Rift. The Contago, I love the Contago. Definitely carry the Contago more than the 710, but I think it seems tougher with that reverse tanto here at the tip. Super aggressive handle. It is kind of funky on the handle when you're holding it, but I mean, I can't really complain. I know it's not going to leave. It's not leaving my hand anytime soon. I definitely want to get the fixed blade version. That's all I can really say. I mean, I'm sure there's been plenty of videos on the Contago folder. This guy, I don't carry this guy enough. I'd love to. Already lost him once. But that was a gift, and then I got a decent price on this because I think somebody forgot that you can tighten the stop pin using that screw down there. So if the screw gets loose, that stop pin, which is actually shaped like a stop sign. It's got 8 sides. Maybe it's just 6, but I think there's 8. If it loosens, it can kind of slack up a little bit, and you will get some play, which I got a little bit, but I think it's just, I think, lock rock or something. But he gave it to me, and it was definitely a little sloppy. Quick video on YouTube, quick YouTube search. So yeah, you just loosen that up, you get the stop pin to where you want it, tighten that up, and then I'm not worried, it, you know, doesn't wobble around. I really got to force it to make just the lock move. That's the only reason I know something's happening. But 755 MPR, designed by Shane Seibert, or Seibert. I think it's just, yeah, Seibert. You know, Bulldog, thick, M390, short, stubby, thick. Don't carry it a lot. I should just sell it and just recoup some of my money. Long discontinued. Well, I mean, at least probably for a couple years been discontinued. Titanium frame lock with the green G10. But I have a problem with collecting. The hobby turns into an obsession, which is why I'm contemplating selling off a ton of my knives, or a lot of my knives, and just keeping just the real gems that I actually do use and don't just sit in a drawer waiting to just get played with. Another reason to do these videos before any of these guys end up leaving the collection. And not the last Benchmade. I got a few more. That guy. That guy. I've never even seen that before till a week ago. Get to that. Here's my Doug Ritter. M390 Doug Ritter Griptilian. I've heard other guys say this is that when they saw the Griptilian, it just, you know, felt good, but that blade just did not say anything to them until they saw the Ritter version with the extra like meat up here. It was great. Love at first sight. I don't like the Griptilian handles. They're fat. They're slick. I don't like them. I don't see how that gives them the name Griptilian. I mean, if you gave them like these handles, then yes, Griptilian. But there's not much to grip unless they did one of those, like, I don't know, Santoprene rubber handles. But I got these ones for like $85 plus $15 shipping, so basically $100 off of eBay. What is his name? Igord, I-G-O-R-E-D, I believe. He's on eBay. He makes basically Griptilian handle scales, and these things are perfect. He's got the red on the inside of, like, it kind of, I guess you call it OD green. Yeah, it came with those spacers, because definitely wouldn't have been on the standard Griptilian. Everything fits up. See? Oh, look at that. Perfect fit. Very happy. The only thing is, and it's not, doesn't affect it at all, is because these are thinner handles, those outer screws right here, they stick in a little further than they would on the original orange handles that came with it, but doesn't touch the blade at all. Never had a problem with that. There's no marks or anything. But yeah, very happy. Looks great, feels great. Definitely takes up less room in the pocket. There's that. Alright, this is the one that I'm basically carrying a lot. The Auto Striker. I love how I got this. This thing's like $225 brand new. This is definitely not brand new. I didn't even know what the blade was supposed to look like when I got this one. I thought it was kind of supposed to have that rounded, like, Japanese Tonto style where they don't quite come to an abrupt edge like other Tontos. So I don't really have one to compare it to. I guess, you know, that comes to a sharp edge before turning up. But it was, you know, usually $225 brand new. But I saw it at a pawn shop for what, $100, and then because it was my birthday, I got what, $40 or $20 off, and then because it was I was a repeat customer and got another $20 off, and then because she liked me, she took like another $20 off. So this is my $40 auto striker. So hashtag winning. But yeah, this is great. I had a chance to handle a regular striker today at a pawn shop, and just the liner lock was all the way over, like all the way over and behind the blade. So definitely no. Yes, I could send it off, but they wanted $100 for a regular striker, and then to send it off. But also the handle was slightly different. It had the thumb disc with kind of looked like just a bump up to be an Emerson wave, but not enough to be a wave. I tried it in the pocket, it didn't work. So I'm gonna stick with this guy. I try and store it open so I'm not wearing out the spring. And then this thing, I couldn't even figure out how to open it. I didn't even know what it was. It was just in the $4 bin at an Army Navy store. And the guy was like, yeah, I couldn't even figure out how to open it, so I just put it in there. I was like, okay, so, all right, there's a button. And then I used another knife to push it open. Okay, busted tip. But as I open it, it's a Benchmade. Some of you guys may already know what I'm talking about. This is the Benchmade 135. It's the pawl knife. And the way you can tell is $10 says the light won't catch this at all. But in the disc here, it's actually gonna say Paul. May have seen it at some point during that, but anyways, so you can look up his knives. The point is, you pull it out, you hold it up. Hang on, my finger's in the way. Hold it up. Handle flips down, locks into place. I feel like something's missing, or maybe I'm just, the way it's constructed, I'm gonna send it into Benchmade. I'm not gonna expect them to replace the blade or anything. I actually think I would like to put a besh wedge on it. I think that would look pretty cool. Never altered a knife before, but why not? Try it with a $4 Benchmade. But if you can get your hands on a new one, and if you actually like this, it widens up as it gets closer. A little bit of jimping here, which I do believe, you know, 4 cuts in the steel actually does something on this knife. Is that it does give you, it feels very good in the hand, even though it's just, you know, slick wood, slick metal. This does seem very secure. But also as it gets wider, so if you're pinching back here, it's going to be hard to drive up in there. Which is part of the reason why I don't like Hogues, is because it really feels like you can slide out. This is a totally different type of knife, so never mind. And then to close it, whip it up, locked in. And now it's locked, you can't shake it out. You have to hit that button. And it doesn't always go, which makes you think I might be missing something. Anyway, that's it for the Benchmades. 15 minutes. I only got 2 ZTs. Oh no, okay. I got the 561. That's my favorite. I carry this like all the time. I love it. Totally love it. Finally was brave enough to try and put my own edge on it, and I think I did a great job compared to how I got it. I was also thinking about taking the flipper off, because I never used the flipper, because that's just quicker for me. this definitely will be one that I want to mod. I got a second one like at a really good deal. I mean, guy needed the money, so I paid what the price that he had dropped it down to, and so I got one, had a little bit of lock rock, but I think I want to make that a project knife. I'm thinking about a finger choil. Thinking about maybe a wave. Just something to make it different than just this. Anything where this might have been an issue, any issue I might have had with this. Oh, I wish I could get closer. I wish maybe just I didn't have that flipper in the way, so I could carry like this without the flipper. I could put the pocket clip up here without the flipper catching onto the pocket as I pull it out, or anything that's also in there. Move these guys out of the way. The other ZT is my 566, deflippered and de-sprung from Snappy, Sharpie, one of the guys on Blade Forums. I've gotten quite a few blades off Blade Forums, so what's up to all you guys that are on the forums. But yeah, so it's supposed to be basically the little brother to this. No flipper. It was supposed to have a spring in it. He took it out, and I like it. I think that if it had had a flipper on this little guy, it would definitely be in the way. The way my finger likes to ride up on here, I think that would definitely be in the way. And so I'm glad he did it. That way I got it at a not new price, because it's not a new knife. And yeah, it's great. Definitely, I think without the flipper, this makes this a wonderful EDC knife. So that's it. Double check. Yep, that's all the Benchmades ZTs. All right, later.